I've been cheated on. I've been cheated on. I don't have the beauty filter on, and these are my real eyes.
Wow!
And I've been cheated on. If you've been cheated on and you feel insecure, it's never about you. Because I've been cheated on. Surely it can't be about me. You might be thinking, well, maybe her personality sucks. No, unfortunately not. I'm hilarious and incredibly smart. And I got cheated on. And if you didn't get cheated on and you're not feeling insecure and you're just having a bad day, just remember, somebody had me. They were in a relationship with me. Wrapped around his fucking finger, I would have married this guy. Fumbled, lost me for good, forever.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Ladies and gentlemen, mark this day on your calendar. This is the tragic day in which this one right here got cheated on. Let this day be remembered forever as the biggest tragedy of our century, of our lifetime. So, Ampu, I'm going to ask you to please bring the tiny violin for these very heartbreaking moments. And now, guys, let's get started and see why this gift of God to human existence has had her little heart torn apart.
If you're ever having a hard day, just remember, I've been cheated on. I've been cheated on. I don't have the beauty filter on, and these are my real eyes. And I've been cheated on.
Well, mine are blue, and I'm more beautiful, so F you. No, but for real, jokes aside. Guys, she says, I've been cheated on. I, me, moi, I've been cheated on. Not you, you little losers. Not all you stupid fat women. Not all you stupid simps. I've been cheated on. You know who you're talking about? Yeah, I've been cheated on. So, you see what being attractive does to people, sadly. The amount of attractive people who also happen to be humble is probably, I don't know, 5 worldwide, alright? Being attractive gentlemen, more often than not, is a curse. Now, let's continue.
And I've been cheated on. If you've been cheated on and you feel insecure, it's never about you. Because I've been cheated on. Surely it can't be about me. You might be thinking, well, maybe her personality sucks. No, unfortunately not. I'm hilarious and incredibly smart.
Very humble, she forgot to mention, guys.
And I got cheated on. And if you didn't get cheated on and you're not feeling insecure and you're just having a bad day, just remember, somebody had me. They were in a relationship with me. Wrapped around his fucking finger, I would have married this guy. Fumbled, lost me for good, forever.
Be honest, guys, I don't think he lost that much. Alright, if you're a good person, you don't go on TikTok to, victimize yourself in front of everyone. Look at me, I've been cheated. Look at my eyes, I've been cheated. Okay, good for you. Yes, you are very attractive. Yes, we get that. You are very attractive. And you go out here naked in I don't know why you just got out of the shower. Your hair is not wet. I don't know why you're wearing the clothes you're wearing. And what's the point of this whole video? Probably just wanting to victimize yourself in front of everyone, while at the same time having a bunch of girls telling you, oh, you're so attractive, you don't deserve it. Yeah, well, you got that. Good job for you. You're not that great of a person, right, if you ask me. And what does that mean for the guys? You know the amount of guys that have been cheated on while they're good guys? Yet you don't see them crying on the internet? You're not the only one in the world, madam, that got cheated on undeservedly. Alright? You're not special.
So you could be having the worst fucking day of your whole life, but you're not that guy. So it's not that bad. Unless you are that guy. And in which case, stop watching my videos, and my Instagram stories, and texting my family. You weird little man. That's all. I'm gonna go cry. But I'm not that guy. So I won't cry too much.
Oh, wow. What a mic drop moment, eh, guys? I'm gonna be thinking about that this night before I go to bed. What a mic drop moment. Eminem's being real quiet since this massive diss thrown out. Well, what can I tell you? You're not that great of a person either, right? This guy cheated on you. I'm sorry, it hurts. I get that you're all in your feelings. But that aside, you just don't make a TikTok victimizing yourself, wanting to get that delicious attention from validation, attention and validation from strangers, excuse me, in those moments, if you are an honest person. So let's leave this bimbo aside, guys. Really, really attractive woman, all right? I'll agree, very, very attractive. And the point is, she is to blame for that guy cheating on her. Oh, Hidan, how could you say that? Because this woman, guys, when you see her, because she's so attractive, she could have tens of thousands of options. And I'm not even overplaying it, all right? I'm not just making some number in my mind. This one, being how attractive she is, she can literally go out on the street and probably 90 out of every 100 guys that are single, she can pique their interest, all right? Like, I'm not overplaying it when I say that she has tens of thousands of options. And yet she chose one of the people, the very small amount, that will cheat on her. She didn't go for the hundreds of guys who will cherish her till their very death. She went for the very small subtract of men that are players, that don't care that much about the future, and that don't want to cherish something serious. So yes, she is to blame. But now, guys, let's move on to the worst advice I've heard this year so far. Look, I know I tend to be over dramatic. I know I tend to overdo things, but I'm being dead serious when I say that this is the worst advice I've heard in the last year. Let's take a listen.
The most powerful tool you have is your silence. Your silence speaks louder than any words ever could. If you are able to control...
No, wait. That's literally not the case. Your silence doesn't speak louder than you telling what the problem is, all right? If you tell a man what the problem is, that goes a long way instead of giving him the cold shoulder. I know that's hard to understand, but men, we are not mind readers. I know you think we are, but we are not. We cannot read your mind. So actually speaking words, like an adult does, helps a long way.
Any words ever could. If you are able to control yourself and your emotions in moments of pain and stress and heartache and just walk away unbothered instead of reacting to how you might feel, that is so powerful. And I promise you, your silence is more intimidating than you reacting. Because leaving somebody wondering why you have pulled back your energy or withdrawn from them rather than laying it all out on the table for them in a reactionary way will have them so much more bothered. You will be on their mind. They'll be thinking like, where is this person? What did I do?
Notice how she speaks, guys, because at the moment she says keeping quiet instead of reacting in an emotional way is better. And you think to yourself, hey, that's actually true, when you control your emotions. But then she says, and that way you can bother him more, so he can have you on his mind. It's like the whole reason for her not being emotional is because she wants to get into the other person's mind. This is not because, I'm gonna be quiet so things don't escalate. No, this is not to control the situation. This is to manipulate, all right? And that's what the cold shoulder is. The silent treatment is a manipulation tactic women use. This is why you should not be part of it. You don't allow these women to clown you, guys. If a woman blocks you because she gets mad and she wants you to, I blocked you, take that. Block her as well and never unblock her. Guys, trust me on this one. You're not going to regret it, all right? You're going to be thankful. You're going to thank me later. These women that block you, block them as well. Never unblock them. That's it. You're going to treat me like we're some toddlers right here. You're going to block me. What are we, 5 years old? If you're a grown woman, behave like one, right? No cold shoulders, no blocking, no nothing. But guys, let's finish the TikTok and we'll comment further.
They'll start overthinking every last thing they've said to you, whereas reacting to your emotions, explaining, begging, pleading for someone to care or feel bad about what they've done, if you just walk away, find your peace, find your power, use your silence, that is fucking powerful. It really...
Oh wow, that's powerful, guys, because that's what relationships are for intimidating the other person and for asserting dominance. If a man were to say this, we will have World War III, alright, if a man were to say this. But because she's a woman, she's so empowering. This is the worst advice I've ever heard. Don't take this, guys. Don't allow this behavior. I used to be one of the men who did this. When a woman will give me the silent treatment, I will be concerned. I will think to myself, oh no, I did something bad. Now she's hurt. I don't want her to be hurt. You know, I love her. Because that's how men are. We care about the other person. We don't want the other person to suffer, right? But this is just a manipulation tactic. These women that, give you the silent treatment, it's not because they want to solve the problem. They just want to reflect the pain they're feeling onto you. The thing is, you're not their savior. And you're not a clown to entertain them. You're not their psychologist. You have a problem with me, we speak it out. You know that I'm concerned about you. We're just going to speak it out and solve the problem. Don't come with this bullcrap of blocking, deleting, photos together, posting whatever bullcrap on Instagram so the other person sees it and says, oh, this is targeted towards me. Stop with this whole crap, women. And I tell you what, guys, don't take it. You're not going to regret this decision. You're going to be thankful for it. Don't deal with that, all right? Personally, I'm over that already. I'm never taking that bullcrap again, all right? But I know that a lot of men that are younger, it's natural for men to be concerned about the other person, so they take this manipulation, right? And they go through it. What you do with that, instead of taking care of her, what you're doing is you're reinforcing her idea that she can get away with everything, that she is the one who leads the relationship. And that is most definitely not going to work. Now, guys, let's leave on the probably stupidest advice I've heard in this year. And let's move on to, well, more stupid advice. For a change. Let's have a listen. If I can actually play the video. Editor, play the video, please.
If you talk about your needs, if you talk about your feelings, avoidant attached people will make you feel guilty, will make you feel small, will make you feel clingy, needy, too much, too little. Whatever it is, they are going to make you feel crazy. And
again, keeping with the trend of manipulation tactics, this is another tactic that women use, and it is the, oh, you don't validate each and every emotion I have, so you are bad, you don't care about me, you don't love me. Look, guys, the line is very thin, all right? It's normal to validate your girlfriend or whatever woman that is part of your life. It's normal. They're more emotional, they get more in their feelings, and a good boyfriend knows when to, go into that and validate her and make her feel secure, and when not to do it, all right? Because in the end, it's like children, so let's say that a children steps on a snail and kills it and starts crying. He's being over emotional, right? For a grown adult that is being over emotional, you don't start crying when you kill a snail. But it's a kid. You understand that he's more emotional. He's different than you. For him, it matters, right? So you validate his emotions. You don't tell him, you stupid kid. Do you know how many more animals are dying right now? Do you know how many people are suffering and in agony and are passing away this very moment as we speak? You don't tell him that, right? You tell him, oh, well, sorry for that, or whatever you tell him. So you validate his emotions, even though you don't necessarily agree with him. Same with women. I think that's what a good boyfriend does, right? It's not about you being the one who decides when she can have emotions or not. It's just about their limits, right? In the same way that it will be toxic for a man to dictate when a woman is allowed to have emotions or not, in the same way, it's equally as toxic for a woman to manipulate all the relationship with her feelings constantly. Oh, I feel bad about this, and if you don't validate my emotions or don't agree with me on everything I say, you don't like me, you don't care about me, you make me look crazy. No, I'm not making you look crazy. I'm trying to control you being crazy. All right, men are the leaders of the relationship. Men are the ones who control the flow of the relationship. And don't allow these women to control it and manipulate it with their emotions, guys.
And you are going to keep asking yourself, is this me? Am I the problem? Am I asking too much? Am I this princess who wants this, or this prince who wants all of it? No, that's the problem, is not with you. The problem is with them not being able to commit on an emotional level. And
you see how these dating coaches get so famous, right? She says the problem is not with you, it's with them. That's it. That line is what makes these people successful. that there are a lot of women waiting around for someone to tell them that they are not the problem. Conveniently, it's the rest of the world. It's their ex-boyfriend. It's their second ex-boyfriend. It's every person in their life is to blame, but not them. This is how they get famous. They are echo chambers. It doesn't even matter what they say. It doesn't even matter what they speak. Most people forget it 2 seconds afterwards. They just go to this TikTok to validate themselves, to sleep better at night, thinking, trying to cope with the idea that they are to blame for anything.
Consistently showing you this, like consistently committing, consistently showing love, consistently feeling intimacy, consistently feeling warmth, they cannot take it. That's why they detach from that, and that's what leaves you feeling horrible. So please make sure that if you find yourself in this position, do something to get out of it.
Yeah, and of course, guys, of course, just like every other dating coach, the advice is get out. Okay, this is how women nowadays are. You don't like something, get out, break it, cut off, dismiss, destroy, annihilate. This is their solution to everything. And because they have the options to back them up, they can get away with it. Alright? A woman will divorce you or will break up with you, and she won't care in the slightest because she has 100 guys similar to you, right? In certain aspects. Now, they won't have someone who cared about her in the same way you did. That's a fact. But on the outside, it may seem like they have a lot of options. And they dismiss real love because of these external factors, because they think that the attention that other people will provide is the same that you provided, right? These women, guys, miss out on love and meaningful relationships because of this, because they cannot go over a problem. They just simply can't. They see a problem, and the way they walk over it is by dismissing their current man and going with another one. So in 1 month they can face the same problem and dismiss him again, go to another one, and keep switching partners until they pass away alone with their 7 cats. That's their approach nowadays. Just dismiss everything. And a lot of women, again, just like in this video, they cannot comprehend why a man needs to put certain boundaries. I'm not going to validate each and every emotion you have because I love you, not because I want to be controlling, hurt you, manipulate you, because I am avoidant. No, it's because you're not a kid. I'm not going to validate every emotion you have. Sometimes you may be silly, and I'm not going to validate that, all right? It's what a good boyfriend does. Don't validate everything. Now, guys, let's move on to our last TikTok before our Reddit story that I found quite interesting, so I would want to share it with you. But now let's get started with the TikTok.
It's now been like 3 months, so it's just like in my mind, I'm like, I just want to be done. Like, I don't want to cry.
First of all, this is super relatable, and I've been upset way longer than 3 months over a man that I didn't even date. But the thing that gets me through it is just knowing. Just remind yourself that in 6 months, maybe sooner, maybe a little longer, you're going to look back on this and think, oh my God, ooh, I can't believe that I ever shed a tear over that loser of a human. You're going to look back and you're not even going to care, even the slightest, about who this man is. And you might even feel slightly bad for him when you learn like where he is now. Or maybe you won't, because you just won't care that much. So you'll be fine. Everything works out. And just remember, this feeling is temporary. And then you'll just, forget he even existed. Okay.
Well, when the feeling is not temporary, guys? When you keep repeating the same mistakes on a monthly basis, right? This woman starts the video by saying how she got upset for 3 months about a guy she wasn't even dating. The usual Chad who plays these women and spanks their behind for free, alright? Breaks their back for free and gets out like nothing happened. Uses them like napkins. These are the sorts of men that are breaking these hopeless romantics' hearts. And they say, oh, everything will be better. No, it won't. You're doing the same mistakes over and over. And you're inciting other people on the internet to do the same. And all they can do, guys, all they can do to try and fix it is just cope. Which, of course, doesn't fix the problem at all. So, again, very toxic behavior from these women, guys. We're going to leave our toxicity for today. And we're going to move to our article story. Which, again, I found quite interesting, guys. And I want to know your take on it. So I'll start. Oopsie. Oh, I said oopsie. Sorry, guys. Oops. Not oopsie, alright? Oopsie. No. The man I'm seeing is dirty. He is dirty. He is mean. He's mighty unclean. He's a wanted man. No, dude, he's public enemy number one. Do you understand that, guys? But now I read. I'm in serious need of some advice. I, 30-year-old female, recently started going out with, let's call him James, 42-year-old male. James and I have gone on a few dates, and he recently invited me to his place, and to say I was shocked at the state of the apartment will be an understatement. Imagine this if you will. A studio apartment with a gallery. When you enter through the door, you're immediately in the kitchen. The counter is full of dishes, clean and dirty ones with a sitting, which are sitting on top of filth. The countertops are so dusty it's hard to tell what the original color is anymore. Some of his t-shirts, which he wears to work, are hanging in the kitchen. He doesn't have a real bin, so there's trash all over the floor and tiny table. Bathroom that is right opposite to the kitchen is a mess as well. There's a laundry basket, but clothes are on the floor. The mirror has watermarks so old you can't even see yourself. Basin has old soaps that have marked it. His shaved hair is all over the basin too. Toilet is so dirty I worry about getting a UTI from sitting on it. The rest of the apartment has dishes, random carton boxes everywhere, and more clothes just hanging everywhere. Fortunately, I currently live in a shared apartment, so he can't visit me. I'm generally a neat person and can't stand cluttered spaces, so much so that I work as a cleaner part-time. I like this man and want to continue seeing him, but I really don't want to go over his place because of this condition, because of the condition it's in, excuse me. Will I tell him to clean it up? Not even to my standards, but I'm even a bit insulted he thought it was okay to bring a lady into such a place. I'm worried if I keep going there without saying anything, I'll be sending the message that I don't mind the filth, and I really do. So kudos to this woman for not dismissing him immediately. He likes him and wants to continue seeing him. Why I say that? Before we get with the Reddit story, let's read the comment. First comment. Red flag with any girl, leave. He's a middle-aged man, he's not going to change. This is the best he's ever going to be in a partnership. Move on. If you don't like this aspect. OMG. He won't change in the future, trust me. If things get serious, he will want you to be his mom. Be ready for that. Run away, he is disgusting. It's worse than you think, blah blah blah. Your move. So again, advising to leave. If his place is that filthy, imagine how unclean other things are. You really deserve better. I remember, yada yada. Just every comment, guys, every comment I can read for hours. It's just leave. I could not date someone who lived like that. Sorry to say, yada yada. Again, it's just you can pause and read them, guys. But all of them are leaving. And this guy actually says, for example, this is a man. He says, I'm not dirty, I'm messy. And now look, going back to the main point after we've witnessed how, of course, every woman will leave. But again, continuing with the trend of if there's something I don't like, I leave. And I find it funny, guys, because, hey, look, if you don't want to be part of that, congratulations, it's all right. If you don't want to date this man, it's on you. But what strikes me is that a lot of these women are single mothers. They are single in their 30s. They come with 48 red flags. Yet if you have a red flag, oh, no, I can't take that. I can't take that. You're so dirty. I'm going to leave. And dismissing the fact that they're absolutely terrible dating options. They have no pair bonding ability. There are things that matter way more than a dirty apartment. All right. It's these people that are a 0 out of 10 in terms of dating options that see a man that has one problem that we know of and are already like, oh, this is too much. Go to hell. But now, coming back to this story, guys, I wanted to share this because I think it's important for men. Look, just in the dating aspect, women really get turned off at something that is dirty and cluttered, right? If you want to really impress a woman, you can do that by taking care of yourself, of your physical appearance, taking showers often, putting on good clothes that match and that are that look clean and neat, putting on perfume, you know, things like this. Women really do value. This is just in the dating sphere if you want to impress a lady, right? But overall, guys, look, there are some people who are not dirty but are just messy, right? And I think that's part of who some people are, in the same way that some people are born being more impatient or more spontaneous. I think that there are people that are just more messy by nature. But when it comes to being dirty, guys, you know, oftentimes that reflects a poor mental health. Oftentimes, to not say always, all right? If your place is messy and dirty, probably you're not in a good place mentally. And I say that because I've been through that, all right? I don't think that's something to be ashamed of, all right? Some people are in a bad place in life and they, you know, start abusing drinks, alcohol. Other people, you see that reflected in their homes. So I don't find that something to be ashamed about. Of course, it's not something you talk on the street, and this is why I wanted to cover it on the channel. I've been through that, and in bad periods through life, my place was looking like a crap hole, right? It was looking like, I know, some place where pigs live. And look, I get a bit of a free pass because I live in a tomb, all right? It's hard to keep this place clean. It's a tomb. It has like sand and snakes all over the place, all right? But again, guys, no matter where you live, even if it's in a tomb, just focusing on making your bed and keeping the place clean is so important. And I do understand for those of you that are struggling with it, I understand the struggle, right? It's really hard once you're already there. But if you do it, if you get yourself to do it, you're going to improve your life very meaningfully. And it's a good way to have your home be sort of like the tool that measures your mental state, all right? If your place is tidy and nice, you're probably doing good in the mental department. If your place is messy and dirty, you're probably not doing that well. It's a very good tool, and I think that it's important for every man to have his place tidy, neat, because it teaches you discipline, you know? And you might say, oh, Hidane, I have more important things to do than cleaning. And again, I get that. Like for me, guys, when I was starting with the channel, I always had to choose between, I'm coming back from work, I'm tired, should I clean my place or should I do a video? Because I didn't have time for more. And, you know, it was hard to clean my apartment because I thought, damn, I'm invested in the channel. I don't want to clean this place, and I'm going to have to do it in a few days again. Why don't I make a video instead? Well, that happened, and it got to a really bad point, right? So make cleaning your priority. Sometimes it may cost you your free time. Sometimes it may cost you money even, right? But I think that it's of utmost importance. But guys, leave me your thoughts down below, and I would love to read them. Again, there's no shame having a dirty home. If you overcome it, you can brag about it because you've just won a battle against life, you know? So leave me your thoughts. Gentlemen, I just thought that this topic is important. And again, women, really, really, really pay attention to things like these, to discipline that you can see in the house or whatever guy is doing. So guys, I'll be leaving you off here. Thank you for joining me and Ampu. As you can see, right behind me, my tomb is very, very clear right now. All right. So I've done a good job with that. But gentlemen, I'll see you next time. Have a good one.